Hi, welcome into my channel. In this channel I want to say that we can go to the stars, even at these galaxies. We can go, now is the time to colonize the planet. But we were wondering maybe how I say that we can go to these galaxies. Because they are simply clouds, and small clouds with luminous pieces. As in the process I've discovered this, and the Big Bang is false. I discovered that all the science is false. Physics especially, but chemistry also. This is going to be a sample of this, okay? So I cut from other videos, Brian Greene presenting the three men who is interviewing about quantum entanglement, Einstein, Podolsky, Rosen, Weinberg, Heisenberg, Schrödinger, and all these wonderful people that lie to you. Okay, so watch the three men that he was interviewing. In one video, I comment some Brian Greene. Look.
Joseph Licken was formerly Fermilab's deputy director and current. Next up is Maria Spyropoulou, a world-renowned experimental particle physicist who is the Shangyi Chen Professor of Physics at the California Institute of Technology. Her works. And finally, we have Daniel Jaffaris, who is a professor of physics at Harvard, whose research involves string theory, supersymmetric quantum field theory, quantum gravity.
Okay, only the presentation. This is three men is going to interviewing. So about quantum entanglement, you see, I always say that you cannot see light. In fact, you only can see light. But what you cannot see is the speed of light, of the trail of the light, of the movement of light. You see light here in this, and you see it on my tip of my finger. You cannot see it between. You always see light. But you just see the trail of it, how it, a laser, you see, you put something in front of it. You see the laser. I brought here like four metals, copper is reddish like, a gold piece, made from gold, a silver piece like this, and iron piece like this, okay? So, watch the first part from Brian Greene. I will speak then how they are tricking you, okay, with a proton, electron, like this. How the proton and electron came to be. It is light, electron, it is light. And electric energy from your socket at home is light, okay? Only light. So watch first part and I explain to you.
It's 1935 when Physical Review gets this paper by Einstein, Podolsky, and Rosen on this idea of quantum entanglement. And again, I think quantum entanglement is a notion that many people have sort of encountered in one form or another, but I just want to sort of take us through it just to sort of set the language, if nothing else. And the rough idea, I mean, we'll get into an example of it, but Joe, when you describe quantum entanglement, how would you just give the basic structure of what it is that they're talking about?
Yeah. The basic idea is sharing, that everything in the universe is quantum, and its structure is made of information. We call that quantum information. And entanglement is when two systems are actually sharing their quantum information. And that's very important because quantum information, it's part of the rules of quantum mechanics that you can't copy it. So you can't copy information that's in a quantum form, but you can share it. And entanglement is when things that may be very far apart, and that was Einstein's problem with it, sharing the same physical information.
So if you watch that, how how they were tricking themselves. There was a guy named Thomson, okay? He was experimenting with passing with like a light bulb, okay? You have a sealed glass like this, and you have two parts because light must flow from a part to a part. And it was known by the Faraday time, it jumps. If you have a close enough metal to metal pieces, it will jump wireless electricity from here to here. So he was experimenting with a tube like a light bulb, and he did not saw the beam, okay? So but then he put something in it like gases. So you took the Nobel prize for this like the cathode tube was not invented by him, but he experimented with cathode tube, like emissions, okay, in between this and this, and you encompass this in a glass sealed container. You want to, and you put inside like let's say gases, okay, like this noble gases. You see helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, rubidium, osmium, okay. You put or any gas, oxygen. You see each of them, when you pass electricity, did not new because you cannot see light, you see. So now he made something and he saw the light, okay, and he named this beam of light electrons. So now you understand the electron, it is light. It was fooling, he said, exactly for this reason. You cannot see light, you see only object, you see only an object. You see this gold piece, you cannot see the trail from a light bulb to this gold piece, you see the light manifested in these gold pieces, okay. So now he named that like a pudding soup. It was some history, it was like in some pudding with, okay, plum pudding. Everything is made electron is stuck. This was stuck, and now you are observing the some levels of intensity, like in rainbow. You see red color, green color, like this in colors. Okay, so they made this strata of electron like this. You see, you cannot see the light. You see from my light bulb, even though it describes all the possible colors. You see. So now they were seeing there is some levels, and they put levels K, L, M, N, O, P. If you know some from strata electron, 2 electron, double spin like this. You really believe that electrons spin in this gold piece? Like here and a half, and you really believe that it is spinning? This gold piece is made with light. Oh, everything is made with light. Do you really believe? And I can prove to you. I've told you. Okay, so Einstein, Podolsky, Rosen. You see, I can prove to you this is made with light, and you cannot see the electron. So now, if you make the carbon chemistry of this paper, you'll see electron, you'll see everything, but not light. But it's made with light. Okay. So now watch another part from these guys, and I explain to you more.
Now, in the EPR paper, the example that they focused upon was not the one that we usually use and not the one that's relevant to quantum computers. They used a more pedestrian example that works just as well, of just particles moving through space. But the one that we tend to focus upon, Maria, is spin, particle spin. So just remind us. Again, language is difficult to describe these quantum ideas, but as best as you can using ordinary language, what are we talking about when we're talking about the spin of a particle? And I'll throw up some visuals just to sort of give you something to riff off of.
Right. So in these visuals, you have a visualization of the spin as angular momentum. Now, it's a quantum property, so it's not exactly the balls dancing. But if you go one way, the spin is a vector that points one way. If you spin the other way. For those of you who know some particle physics, for example, we have bosons that don't have spin, that have spin 1 integer, and then we have fermions that have spin 1/2, and they have what is shown there.
Okay, if you watch that, so they were inventing 7 strata, K, L, M, N, O, P. I see the double spin of electron like this, to explaining. They were making some formulas in a logical manner. They were stealing gas and stealing science. These guys are reporting like a Guaul from the HG1 Guaul. They're lying to you. They're still so I prove to you. You say that this is carbon-based material from wood, okay? And I explain to you that it's composed with light. You see, and always I make this always. You see this. This is made with sulfur and emits light, and you see emits light. You see, where is the speed of light in the sulfur before I release it? What it is? And you believe that the light is like making spin like this? Like it spins up and down and up and down, up and charmed and magicated like a quark from a book, a stupid literature book. Okay, so now you see light exactly where is the electron. I showed you light. It pulls out light from it. So you sustain it is made with electron, but where is the electron? I will clearly show you light and you say it is made with electron. Not even this, but there are two electrons spin like this, spin like this. So in the chemistry bullshit, you see, and the protons do not exist, but proton it is fire. You believe it or not, the proton is fire. You cannot see any particle that these guys are saying. You cannot find them anywhere, only in their lab. But now let me tell you what the idiots did. Okay, let me tell you what the idiots did. You see only light. You see light. You see light. You see, and fumes go up, and so only this ash falls down. Okay, so now what the imbecile did, listen up. So I will burn my house. I made this already, but I have a tough surface. It's not going to burn. But now listen up. If you put this in electromagnetic field, it flows. If you put it, and you can rotate it, you can. So if you put this, this is a silver piece. You put this in an electromagnetic field, it will flow. It's going to spin. It's going to. If you put this gold, the same. If you put this copper, the same. That's why you can make wires with gold if you want. If you have enough gold, but you understand it's made with copper and aluminium. Because in a big part they say the same properties to transport 220 volts, okay, of light, of not the electron, okay. So now what a stupid invented the particles. It was not enough that the proton electron exists. He invented the particle, subatomic particle. Did you hear that bullshit? Atomic bomb blows up light, like basically, and energy that it is. Uranium takes it from the surrounding, not producing from internal means, okay, from inside. It takes it from the field that it is all over our galaxy. Okay, so there are a few materials. See what this gold made like this, okay? This is gravity also, light. So now what is stupid? You see, if I cut a small piece of copper, this is copper, okay? I cut a small piece is the atom of copper. Atom, you name it, the single individual like this material. You see, you isolate it like Avogadro technique on the mass and differentiate between 1 gram and volume of silver and this like this in Mendeleev, and you make these elements, and now the elements are the elements. Gold is an element, silver, copper, it is an element. But what is the atom? What is the atom? It means indivisible, divided in proton, electrons, okay? But what is the atom? Where is the atom? They split the gold, they split only the uranium. I told you, explodes because. So watch another part from this guys, explain you more the bullshit science, okay?